Outside of a dragon, one of the most powerful mounts that you can tame is the Wyvern. Now, this particular Wyvern isn't one of those modular figures that you can put a mini on top of, but this figure can be the first step for your PCs getting a Wyvern mount of their own. They're out in the barren plains, trekking along on whatever quest they happen to be on, when they are suddenly set upon by a hungry Wyvern, like this, who sees them as easy prey. Unfortunately, the Wyvern picked the wrong people to pick on, and they slay the predator before later stumbling upon its nest of soon-to-be hatching eggs. There is one egg for each party member. What a coincidence. But today, let's see how this Wyvern stacks up against his dragon cousins. Before we jump in, let's look at another animated deck from Hit Point Press, the deck of mini animated Townsfolk. These are great cards to use when you need to populate a tavern, or a general store, or a traveling caravan. Select a few cards from the deck, pin them to your DM screen, and choose the details on the back that speak to you, and you suddenly have several very lively characters for your PCs to latch onto, forever forgetting whatever quests that you spent hours working on to send them on. You can pick up your deck of animated Townsfolk today using the link in the corner of the screen and the doohickey down below, or at animatedspells.com. While wyverns are considered dragonkin, they differ from dragons in a number of ways. They lack the front legs of a dragon, they have a more serpentine body, and they lack the intelligence of a dragon with an ability score of 5, which is a little bit lower than an ape. Unlike a dragon where you have to watch out for its breath weapon, the wyvern's most potent weapon is its poisonous stinger, which can do a significant amount of damage to those with weak constitutions. Though, if you can bring down a wyvern and claim some of that poison very carefully for yourself, you can use it to coat weapons or concoct deadly alchemical compounds. The wyvern poison information can be found in the basic rules. Size-wise, the Wyvern Mini falls somewhere between the largest minis we typically get in a booster set and our recent adult dragons. It's one of those large-sized creatures on a huge-sized base, upscaled a bit, which I personally like because I want my monsters to be big and powerful, particularly the dragons and dragonkin, but I know that bugs some folks. But he is dwarfed by some of our larger adult dragons, including the red and green variety. The problem is that he's landing, so to speak, at or around the same price point that many of our other adult dragons are currently sitting at, despite being significantly smaller. Wyverns do show up in quite a number of adventures, including Waterdeep Dragon Heist, Tyranny of Dragons, Stormlord's Wrath, and in the domain of Kalikari and Ravenloft. Wyverns do make for really cinematic and scary encounters for lower level PCs. If you've got 4 players, they could probably tackle a Wyvern at 3rd or 4th level. And there's lots of potential story hooks you can use, in addition to the one I gave you earlier. Maybe a party has to retrieve a Wyvern egg stolen by an area thief, one who is also being pursued by a particularly protective Wyvern mama. It could also be a great enemy to have swoop in on the PCs if they happen to be on an airship, a great setup for campaigns in Aberration or in Storm King's Thunder. The Wyvern from the Sand and Stone set is available now for between $80 and $90, which is just slightly less than our adult dragon minis, and he's not quite as big as those guys. Let me know what you think about it in the comments section down below, and pick up your deck of animated Townsfolk from Hit Point Press at animatedspells.com. And good news, everyone! Our new Kickstarter will be launching soon. Kobold Dice Plush Monsters Attack will feature affordable dice based on our kobolds, like Yuki over here. You can also get a brand new Treasure Hunter Kobold, and some dice-eating plush monsters who double as dice bags. Sign up today using the link in the corner of your screen or down below to make sure you get those early bird specials when we launch. That is Kobold Dice Plus Monsters Attack. And if you're in the Houston area during Memorial Day weekend, come visit Grady and I at our booth at Comet Palooza. We would love to see you there. And in the meantime, you can follow us on social media at the sites over here. But for now, please stay safe, have fun, love each other, and I will see you next time at the Gallant Goblin.